Hey guys,
I'm Hallee,
and I'm Jamie.
and this is Literal Nonsense.
Hey guys,
Hello.
we
Welcome.
are here. So, we're finally finishing this fucking series.
Honestly, good riddance.
I agree with you.
I'm
So,
over it now.
we are doing the last book of the Powerless series. It is called Fearless. So, this episode will cover pages 269. That was when we stopped in the middle of the episode. Until whatever. I believe it's 570. Yeah. 588. Sorry.
Damn.
Which is chapters midway through 31, so really 32, I guess, through 76. So yeah, still.
Wow, we really covered nothing in the
But if you look, we did. We covered a whole fucking first half. I will say, the second half of this book, there's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
Which I like, but we'll get there, I guess, our feelings and opinions and whatnot. So we left off, they were being taken to the castle, in Isram, to the queen.
They made it. Woo.
Right. Honestly, the trip there was, it was fine, but, nothing was oh my god, they're gonna die. It was, rough seas.
Yeah. Well, I like how when they got there, the queen tells them, oh, you didn't encounter the sea monster, then you didn't really sail here. Or whatever she says, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. I was also I feel at that particular point, I was well, we know what's happening on the way back, kind of thing.
Exactly.
I like that, should the two voyages, they ended the last one off with a bang, whatever. So, basically all that happened in Isram was she gave her the roses.
As, the peace offering.
Right, with the quotations, if you could not see our faces.
That surprised me, though, later, that reveal. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I was that kind of checks out, but I was, surprised.
Makes sense, but, I wasn't expecting that.
And then really all that happened was the queen was kind of I like you. We're good. So it was
But she was fine. Don't cross me.
Right. But, that was really it for the second trial. Mm-hmm. I feel yes, it definitely was showing their, benevolence and whatnot, but at the same time, a lot of it mainly was, the sea monster task.
Yes.
So then they sail home after a few days. Mm-hmm. They encounter the sea monster, which was
what was the name? Did it have a name?
I don't fucking know, but it was weird looking. The description of it was crazy.
Yeah.
But, also, the description was crazy, reading it, but I still couldn't, when I was even reading it, I still couldn't picture it. I feel
I know. The whole, battle scene was, I don't think that's her strong suit.
Agreed. Yes.
I think she can make, good, love romance, but, sometimes I don't think authors really have, the fantasy,
Yeah, the descriptive, bone in their body. I would agree with that.
Okay, well, she was a little descriptive, but...
But, again, to the point of, I'm reading it, I know you're being descriptive, but I'm not, picturing it still. Yeah. You're not putting the image in my head at all.
Know. Yeah.
So I was, kind of, meh on that. Then we get home. Now, Kit's still being a fucking freak show. What are we thinking at this point?
I think he's gone mad.
Okay.
And I at this point, I was still thinking, this is the origin story for the villain, This was his villain arc.
Which, agreed.
And, he came back, when they got back, he was oh, you made it.
Right.
He was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just, giving me,
So when he said that, I was confused because, obviously, I know he loves Kai.
Right.
And, obviously, his feelings towards Peyton are a little...
We don't know.
Whatever they are, who knows. But the fact that he might have intentionally tried to send them to their death.
Right.
Confusion.
Agreed. Yeah, I at this point was something's wrong with Kit, but what is wrong with Kit? I didn't know what Ugh.
Well, I feel like last episode you were saying that too. Like, what the fuck is good with him?
Rick's
I think you
freak.
were. Yeah, and I think you were way more suspicious of him than I was.
Okay. Obviously.
Like, I feel like you were like, there's something off going on here, where I was just like, yeah, he's a bad guy now.
Right.
Like, I kind of wrote him off, like, okay, he's
just bad. And
yeah.
He's faking it. Yeah, I'm still getting the vibe of, like, I don't know what your deal is.
Mm-hmm.
But
we find out.
God, that shit show. But does the third trial does happen first. So I think he tells her, like, so, like, in a day or whatever.
Yeah, it's, like, the day after.
I was like, damn, bitch. So this is her brutality trial, which you called last episode exactly.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
I knew it.
So basically, she has to go to the bowl.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't had, yeah. Okay, go on.
And then it's like you have to kill someone, which you were like, it's gonna be Kai.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow.
Because, like, where else, like, who else could possibly be in the bowl to fight her?
Okay, but my thing was...
Who does she have left that she cares enough about?
Yeah, but my thing was again, like, going off the Kit thing, was, like, he's not gonna have her kill Kai.
I mean, I know, but maybe...
That was my hang-up with it. Like, I agreed in the sense of who she cares about, and almost, like, testing her, like, oh, you guys are in love, you know?
Yeah.
Like, testing both of them.
Because they were still denying it at this point. But they're still very much, like, hooking up. And people know. People see.
It's because they're not hiding it.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
doing
such
a really
bunch
bad
of
time.
fucking weirdos.
Yeah, they have a really bad poker face.
So now, okay, so we come to find out, let me just, I guess, spoil this little plot point so we can backtrack. So we come to find out that it's not Kai, and it is actually Mac.
Which I told you he was going to come back.
You did. Which is Adina's ex-boyfriend. Now, there was a little bit between the trials where, like, Peyton goes...
Or perpetual boyfriend, considering that she's dead, right?
Right, I guess, yeah.
How does that work? I always think about that.
I mean, I feel like either you live long enough, you move on, or you die.
It's very interesting.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but before the trial, there was, like, a part where, like, she goes to the fort and, like, ends up meeting Mac, which is, like, whatever, it was fine. I didn't really feel the need to, like, mention that.
He was like, this, what did he say? This tent is claimed or something like that? This rubbish is claimed or some shit like that.
I was like, damn. But, so...
That was sad. That was
sad.
That was really sad because she was very upset with that whole meeting.
I'm more, I feel like, emotionally invested in, like, Adina and Mac than I am...
Kai and Peyton. I'm over them.
Yeah. Agreed.
Honestly, this book was kind of hard to finish, which was upsetting. Not, like, hard to finish, but, like, I felt like I was so excited to start the third book because I was like, well, this bitch got a ring, like, what's going on here?
Right.
And then as I was reading, you know how the whole time we were saying that, like, you know, it's not, you know, we can still put it down, like, I'm not, like, ravenous to know what happens next.
Right.
Well, now I kind of feel like that's, like, a red flag because it was hard to get through.
Okay, fair.
Like, it was just long. It was dragging.
I agree it was long.
Like, the amount of page numbers, I feel like, does not...
No. Like, what happened?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's just, like, a lot of just, like, empty...
Well, even, like, when I just, like, read the page numbers for this episode, I was like, damn, 588.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck. And again, that comes, I think, in the same process and the same, like, kind of thought of her not being the best with description. Like, it's, like, a lot of words, but, like, I'm still not even, like, getting...
Yeah. Just because it's young adult doesn't mean that you, like, don't have to write.
Which we're going to talk about for our next series we're doing, because I have many thoughts on this. Okay, so yeah, so then she ends up killing Kai, a.k.a. Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I wanted to, like, spoil that little part was during the battle of, like, the two of them fighting, like, did you think it was really Kai? Like, I didn't know. Like, I was kind of like, he's not going to die.
Yeah.
But I thought it was him, I think.
I was believing it. That it was him.
I just figured the healers would get there or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking that far ahead. I was kind of shocked. Not shocked, but, like, it took Peyton that long to figure out that, like, he was going to keep fighting. You know what I mean?
Well, I think she was probably surprised, too. Like,
well, yeah, because she was obviously mad confused because she was like, this is Kai, then what the fuck? But I was sad. And honestly, part of me wishes that it was actually Kai.
Yeah, that would've been crazy.
Give us the drama. Like, all the drama is, like, fake and behind the scenes.
Right.
Like, oh, close call. Oh, close call.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wasn't sure. I just, like, knew it wasn't gonna, like, again, because of the nature of the book, I knew he wasn't gonna, like, stay dead.
Yeah.
But I did think it was him.
I also thought it was him.
So then, she goes, like, after that challenge and is, like, thinks he's dead.
Well, yeah, she's fucking...
Devastated.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She fucking stabbed him in the back. Was it the back?
I don't know, chest, back, whatever.
Chest?
Either way, fucking he died, like, in her arms kind of situation.
Azina 2.0.
I know, damn.
Dad 2.0. 3.0.
Yeah, just everyone.
She's just, like, constantly getting, like, re-traumatized.
Maybe it was the chest, because then it's, like...
Right?
Like Dad that, and Dina, like, you know.
Yeah, that was very much, like, I found, like, the common theme, right? And then she was like, I want to die with a knife through...
I'm like, damn, that is not how I would choose to go, but okay. So then...
Brutal.
Kai eventually, like, she's, like, crying, whatever, and he, like, comes to the door and she hears him, and I was like, well, that must be so relieving.
Well, yeah, because she's, like, inconsolable.
Obviously.
And then all of a sudden she hears his voice, and she's like, who the fuck, like, what?
So then they're both like, okay, we gotta go talk to Kit. Because...
Well, so I thought it was weird. So after the trial, first of all, after this third trial, you know, she gains the respect of all the elites because she killed the strongest elite, right? Quote unquote.
Right.
She's in her room fucking so sad. So sad. Finds out, you know, oh, actually it wasn't Kai, so he comes bursting in because Kit is not allowing her to leave the room or anyone to go in the room.
And this is, I think, so, like, this, and, like, reading Kai's point of view now that we know he's alive, I feel like maybe this is where I'm, like, really, like, Kit is, like, fucked, like, up.
Yeah.
Because even there's so many quotes that Kai is saying in this next part coming where he's, like, I could sense Kit's ability, but, like, something's off.
Off, yeah.
Something and I'm like, what's wrong with Kit?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he's, like, he would say, like, I'd watch him, like, zone out and, like, not be here. Like, and I was like, ooh, like, something nefarious is afoot. Like, I don't know.
Nefarious?
Yeah, I was like, something is bad. There's bad news here. But, like, I feel like, and even aside for those little Easter eggs, when they go see Kit, like, and be like, hey, that was fucked up, he's like, yeah, like, he's just mad casual. I'm like, what in the fuck?
And he just, like, explains it like, I had to do it, or else they would have never, like, accepted you as queen.
And so they're kind of both like, you're an asshole, but, like, fine, because, like, no harm, no foul, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pretty much is like, yes, the wedding's tomorrow, or, like, whatever mad close timeline again.
Wait, this book literally spans, after they get back from Israel, probably, like, 2 days.
No joke.
Right?
Probably.
And don't they say in the book, like, it's only been maybe, like, 2 months or something, right? Or something? Hasn't it been super short? Wasn't that mentioned in, like, Reckless or something?
Let me, like, look up the timeline.
Because, yeah. And see, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's no room to, like, regroup.
Yeah, none.
It's just, like, there's a drama thing. There's no time to, like, reconvene and be like, wow, that was crazy. Yeah, so there's, like, no time to regroup. I don't know, it's just very shallow. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm, like, trying to look up right now.
Because they're like, bam, 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 like, wow, this is crazy. You know, she comes back from Isram, and now she has to go do her third trial, and oh shit, it's Kai, and oh shit, I actually have to kill Kai, and now I'm trapped in my room, and now Kai's here, and now they confront Kit, and Kit's like, yeah, sorry, we're getting married tomorrow, and, you know.
Yeah, so it's not, like, telling me online, like, even, like, the timeline, it's more so saying, like, when the books were published kind of thing, you know. But no, I don't think it's very long.
No.
So yeah, which is crazy.
Because I think she, like, there's one part in one of the books where she's like, you know, it's only been a few weeks or something, and look at where I am compared to whatever. Right.
Which is, yeah, hello. So now, how do we feel about this? So now, yes, the wedding is, like, tomorrow, whatever, 2 days. Mm-hmm. And so, we have, like, a closed door moment.
And she, like, doesn't give a fuck.
No.
She's, like, picking her, first of all, she's picking her dress, the flowers, she's like, whatever it is. Like, whatever.
She's over it.
She's like, I don't care. I mean, I just feel bad for Kai. Like, you're quite literally a bastard. In every every way. In every way.
Yeah, so it's like the night before the wedding, and she sneaks out to the willow
the night
tree.
before Christmas.
No,
all through the house.
Sneaks out to the willow tree, and they end up like having sex in the willow tree.
Yeah.
While it's raining and shit. Which I don't hate. I respect both of them. I think they're both bad bitches for this.
I probably would have done the same thing.
Because she doesn't fucking like Kit, so it's like, whatever. And like, again, I guess maybe...
Well, she likes Kit.
Right.
She doesn't not like him.
Right.
But she doesn't like him in that way. Obviously. Her heart belongs to Kai.
I also think maybe, like, she's like, well, we can't, like, obviously have sex when I'm married to your brother. That's like crossing a line. So it's kind of like, this is our only time.
That's terrible. One and done.
That's terrible, number one. And number two...
They keep
you're
pushing
still
the boundary,
engaged.
though. This is true. Also... a little hate, because you know I have to. The whole, like, under the willow tree, whatever, corny.
Corny.
But
I didn't mind how she did the clothes.
Okay, but, moment. Like, also, like, his sister's buried there.
Yeah, no, not.
Like, are you having sex on top of her grave? I don't know.
Yes, they are. That is exactly what's happening.
Did anyone else think about this? Why is no one talking about this?
Yeah. Yeah, uncomfy. Yeah.
Also, okay. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just gonna, like, spitball here. So, like, Kai obviously is, like, super hot. He's, like... I would assume he's probably, like, number one bachelor in the kingdom, but everyone's afraid of him because he's the enforcer.
Okay.
Right? But, like, this guy gets no ass.
None. We've talked about this. Like, he
and
seems
it's just
like that,
for Peyton?
But he loves her.
Like, I'm sorry, but that just does not happen in real life. Well, then again, it's fantasy, so go figure.
Yeah, that's the most fantasy part of this book. Like, fuck. Yeah, I will say, though, I do like this book again. I mentioned it last episode. I like that...
I mean, I think I gave it 3 stars. Like, it's fine.
I like that they're, like, open in their love.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that.
Unashamed.
Yeah. So that part is, like, fine for me.
Well, like, if that's the thing, then, like, just fucking, like, full send. You know?
Well, they kind of are.
Because because then it's almost like, well, what's the purpose here? What's the point of having all this other stuff going on if they're just going to be so unabashed and prancing around together?
I don't know. I think they...
And how come more people aren't talking shit?
I'm sure they are.
But, like, see, that's the stuff that I miss, like, in the book.
Right, agreed.
Like, tell me what the maids are saying, you know?
Right.
Give me a little drama there.
I also feel as though, like, they genuinely are, like, just dumb 18-year-olds or whatever the fuck they are. You know, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
So that tracks, which I have a comment or a discovery that I want to talk about when the book ends.
Okay.
I feel much better actually making this discovery.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
So then they have sex. It is her wedding day the next day. So now here's where things kind of get, like, spicy in the sense of, like, what's it called?
Maury.
Yeah, like, just affairs and the truth and whatever. So, it's the wedding day. Kai's, like, under the willow tree just fucking sitting there like a weird freak. That guy, Callum, the advisor, is like, I'll walk you down the aisle. And she's like, oh, you are like a father figure to me.
Which, like, bizarro because, I thought that was very weird because obviously we don't know why, right? Yeah.
That comment was strange.
Especially because, like, okay, like, he's the resistance leader, quote unquote. Like, he was close to her dad.
I guess because it was her dad's friend that she's like, this is the closest I got.
Like, okay, but, like, she just met him also.
Correct.
Like, if I wasn't, I'd be like, no, I think I'll walk myself.
Yeah, that was, like, as a whole, like, a weird thing she said. Like, at the moment I clocked it, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess no one else would be her father figure, but yeah, walk yourself. Whatever. So, they end up getting married. Now, obviously, the whole wedding description is, like, she's like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm dissociating.
Yeah. Kai's not there.
I think, again, I do like that.
And it was mad short. They were like, do you take Kit as your husband?
Yeah,
and, like,
done.
that was it.
They do, I will say, I liked how Lauren Roberts, like, said that there was a moment where Peyton was like, oh my god, like, Kai's not coming. Because, like, or, like, she said that there was a moment of, like, oh my god, I never thought this would actually, like, happen. Like, I knew I was engaged and, like, whatever. Yeah. But, like, oh my god, like, here I am, and no, it is happening. So I kind of liked that. Like, that she, like, made note to say that. Because, yeah, I feel like that also makes sense why Peyton was so lax.
Yeah.
Because, like, she really did. But then it was, like...
it was going to actually happen.
But then when you think about it, like, Kai really couldn't. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, he can't.
No matter how much you love her, the grand gesture of love, like, you literally can't.
No. Not at all. It was giving, not gonna lie, a little bit like in Shrek when Fiona is supposed to marry Lord Farquaad.
I kind of like that analogy. I do like that analogy, actually. Yeah, it just was like, I don't know, quick, almost like anticlimactic, but like...
Yeah, it was. And then in the next breath, you know, they're married.
Right.
And then all of a sudden Kai comes through the door then.
Right. And he's like, I was too late. Because I think, again, he knew he couldn't really do anything. And then finally was like, I literally can't not do something, but it was too late, which I think was fine. Now, don't they, like, go to the loot because there's, like, another wedding? Then there's, like, the bombing and shit.
Yeah, so, like, they have, like, their royal wedding in the palace, and then because, you know, Peyton is for the people, they think it's, like, a good idea to, like, bring her to loot, to, like, have another smaller ceremony there, like, I guess in the town square, to kind of, like, give the people the illusion that they're involved.
Correct.
In matters of the court.
Correct.
Which happens, and then...
There was, like, a bombing, like, she's saving people, so that they're like, oh, she is our queen kind of thing, which, whatever, fine. Now let's just get into, like, the nitty-gritty Maury bullshit. Yeah. Because now they're married.
This is, like, the only good part of the book.
Agreed. I was like, wow. So how does she fucking... Oh, my God. It's because she's, like, looking in the jewelry box.
Yeah, so Kit gives her a box? No, she goes to the old... Like, the queen's old room.
Well, no,
right?
Kit
Doesn't that become
gave her
her
the
room?
box and was like, can you wear one of my mother's things to the wedding?
Oh, that's what it was.
And it was like, I remember at the time I texted Hallee because she gets all, like, panicked before the wedding and doesn't put anything on. And I was like, damn, like, that was, like, one thing. Like, you could have just, like, taken 5 seconds, picked the most random thing, whatever. Yeah. But it made sense for the plot then, because then after the fact, she's going through the jewelry, whatever, because she was like, damn, I'm an asshole. There's affairs everywhere. Everyone had affairs.
Yeah.
So we were kind of onto this, but not fully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whose affair was first?
So, okay.
So Kit is the king and Iris's.
Oh, yeah. So maybe we should just start from the beginning.
Fine.
So everything that we know about, like, the family lines in this book is false.
Yep, that's a good place to start.
Okay, so we have King... What's his name?
Edric?
Edric. So King Edric, who's the one who's famous for bringing the elites, like, into their glory, whatever. His first wife, Iris.
Those are Kit's parents.
Those are Kit's parents, yes. But then we find out that Iris was pregnant again.
Right.
Okay.
Which we had found out in his little chapters as we've been talking about.
So we find out that Iris was pregnant again and she had a girl.
And it was Powerless.
And that's when King Edric was like, get rid of it.
So we were all like, that was Peyton. Like, we were speculating last episode.
So we were like, okay, mate, amazing. So that was confirmed that was Peyton. But then we find these little letters in the jewelry box that explain that Iris was having an affair with Caleb.
So Peyton's parents are Caleb, again, the weird comment now is like, oh, wow, okay.
The king's advisor and leader of resistance.
And again, like, that is her dad, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Caleb and Iris are her parents.
Yeah.
So her and Kit are half siblings.
Yes.
The mom is the same. Now, we had also found out prior, which, like, now our characters don't know this, but we know that Kai is not
the king's.
Yeah, it's, like, his second wife and, like, whoever. Miscellaneous man, doesn't matter.
Yeah. But because his power was so strong, Kai's power was so strong, King Edric was like, okay, we will pretend that you are my son.
Which also checks out why he tortures him, and it's, like, not a big deal.
Exactly.
Not a big deal, but, like, he doesn't really care.
Yeah. And then
Fine.
when they, when all this ends up being revealed in the end, then it starts to make sense because, was it Kai maybe who was saying that, or was it Kit, like, the time frame?
Yeah, it was, like, weird.
Yeah.
So, okay, yay.
So, Hayden is actually royalty.
Yes. And she's not related to Kai.
No.
Is related to Kit, which they're all like, oh no.
Yeah. But also, which I think wasn't...
This is like a shit show.
But this is also crazy because Queen Iris had a power that nobody had ever seen before.
Right.
Right?
Right. She was like a... I don't say an empath, but like...
Yeah, she could, like, manipulate emotions.
Right.
Interesting that nothing was ever followed up with that, though.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Like, that's kind of like a plot hole.
Agreed.
Lauren Roberts.
There's another book coming, probably. God forbid.
Well, so that's the... They were saying that she might write, like, a novella after this. It's, like, rumored.
Fine.
Okay, whatever. So, Peyton and Kit are siblings. Kai and Kit are not siblings.
Kai and Peyton are not siblings.
Kai and Peyton are not siblings.
So now, like, it gets all shit showy.
Well, and then they confront Kit. Or Kit confronts them.
Well, and they also confront Calum.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that... Yeah. They all go down Blaze of Glory. So, what comes
Yeah,
first?
and
They talk to Calum first?
I highlighted this shit, too. 2 elites have never made an ordinary, yet here I stand powerless. So it's like...
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, whatever. I was thinking she'd have, like, a weird power, too. So it was never followed up.
It was never followed up.
Okay.
So I guess she was just boring, after all.
Right.
So do they talk to Callum first, or Kit first?
I think it's, like, all simultaneously. I think, like, Callum, because she's, like, confronting him, like, you're my dad.
Oh, aren't they in the office or whatever?
Like, he catches her, like, looking at, like, the letters, and he's like, oops.
Oh, yeah.
But then Kit also does know at this point as well.
Yes.
So then, like, I think they're outside, like, going somewhere, and, like, fucking... Kit kills Callum.
Oh, yeah! Oh, my God, I totally forgot about that.
Which was weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, like, that's, like, revealed, and they're like, oh my god, like, you and Peyton are siblings, whatever.
Yeah.
And Kit's still being weird, like, oh well.
But also, like, the killing of Caleb was very nonchalant.
Nonchalant. Who cares? Bye. I was like,
Meanwhile, we just found out that this is her dad.
It is the most bizarre, I will say, like...
And look how much of the book is still left.
I know. So, okay. Then they finally confront Kit after that, and they're like, we all need to, like, compare notes.
Yeah, we need to have a round table. And they do, and
this is where Kit goes crazy, I guess?
yeah, this is where we find out, like, all the tea.
So, go into that.
Okay, so essentially we find out that, obviously, what's this place called?
Ilya?
Obviously, Ilya's, like, in trouble. They have no natural resources. People are starving. That's why they need to open the borders. So, Kit apparently has devised this crazy fucking plan. I told you, he's crazy. To save Ilya and then be the greatest king Ilya has ever had. He's going to surpass his dad's legacy by not excluding, but including everybody. So, what he's going to do is make everybody elites.
Right. And, like, that was his thing. Like, he was like, oh, my dad was not crazy for the sense of, like, the only elite thing. My dad was crazy because he had, like, short-minded vision.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't, like, long-term thinking. Anyways.
So now, also, like, as this is all happening, like, Calum, whatever, pretty much told Peyton, like, you killed my lover. Like, I hate you. Like, I've been lying to you. Like, I also resent you. Kit's now saying the same thing. So everyone, like, just hates poor Peyton.
Yeah, well, obviously, so it's not Peyton's fault that her mom died.
Right.
Poor
bitch.
Like, okay, sometimes that happens,
Right, like, goddamn.
But I guess because Iris and Caleb were, like, super in love. So, like, yeah, that's his daughter, but he also fucking hates her. And she has no power, so he's like, fuck you as well.
So he hated her, Now, Kit's pretty much saying the same thing. Like, I also hate you.
Because that was his mom, obviously, and he got robbed all those years without a mom, blah, blah, blah.
Also, he's for sure having a psychotic break because he's like...
I imagine this whole interaction, he's like twitching.
Yes, yes. And he's like literally talking to Kai and he's like, she stands between us, like, don't you love me? And I'm like, do you love him? Like, in a weird way? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
It was just getting, like, obsessed crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Twitching, for sure.
Which, like, is weird. Okay, which I can understand in the fact that, like, if he's trying to control the situation and have everything go the way that he wants because he's been the mastermind behind this since his dad died, like, okay, like, I understand. But, like, if it's because of the effect of what he did, I don't know if that really makes sense.
I feel like it was just, like, a weird, like, it was all, like, shocking, but I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah.
Like, because, yeah, so, like, as Hallie was saying, he wants to, like, make everyone elite, whatever, so he's like, oh, I'm gonna inject everyone with the plague, like, all the other cities.
Mm-hmm.
I actually laced those roses with the plague, like, almost like fucking, what was it, chemical warfare that they used to do?
Yeah.
Like, this crazy shit. And I'm just like, damn, like, he's, like, losing it, and is like, we're all gonna be elite, and he's like, so I had them re-inject me.
Yeah.
Which, why? Because he has powers. So I don't even get why he did that.
Wasn't it just to, like, see if it, like, still worked?
But, like, he has powers.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's just insane.
Maybe he wanted triple powers? But he has a dual ability.
Right!
Anyways, I don't know. So he just wanted to be all crazy plagued out, I guess, and his body wasn't taking it.
So he's, like, going crazy and dying.
Yeah, and, like, that's why he, like, zones out.
He's coughing up blood.
Yeah, he coughs up blood. Like, he's obviously very much, like, about to die himself.
Kai is like, dude, what?
Yeah, Kai's just like, what the fuck? Hayden, like, I just imagine him just like...
Yes.
Did you really just say that? Is this actually happening?
Yes.
And in a crazy turn of events...
They start, like, battling because he wants to kill Peyton. Kit wants to kill Peyton.
Okay, so now I thought this was weird.
Agreed.
Okay, so they, like, spar.
As we've been saying
right
now.
Yeah, so they spar. They've sparred their whole life, and it seemed... The way she wrote it made it seem like they have, like, a choreography.
Yes, 100%.
I swing, then you swing. I duck, then you punch. Like, you know what I mean?
It's almost like left, left, right.
Yeah. So they're doing that, and for whatever reason, Kit doesn't dodge when he's supposed to dodge. So Kai ends up fucking skewering him on his sword.
Wow.
And I was like, did this just happen? And then Kai, like, falls to his knees, and he was like, you were supposed to dodge, or block, or whatever it was.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not myself lately. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, he was like, and no, but Kit was like, I forgot.
Right, yeah, like, but something, he's like, oh, I'm not myself lately, like, I forgot.
It was
so yeah, it definitely gave...
So bizarre.
It definitely gave, like, they have, like, a routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, 10 push-ups, you know, like, you know, whatever. Like, so, I'm, like, kicking both my foot
like,
closed.
I don't understand, like, they're fighting, obviously, because Kit wants to kill Peyton, Kai wants to protect Peyton.
So why are you, like, leaning into your choreography?
Yeah, like, which, okay, like, your brothers, you don't want to kill each other.
So, Kit dies.
Oh my god, we need to talk about this fucking epilogue.
Yes.
Because this pissed me off.
I can imagine. So, Kit dies. I don't mind... So, let me just say this real quick before we get to, like, the epilogue / our overall thoughts. Kit dies. I actually didn't mind that was, like, Kit's, like, plot. Was, like, he was crazy, the plague. Like, I thought, like, I was like, okay, like, it was weird as fuck, but, like, it tracked with, like, it linear made sense.
She pulled it together.
I also don't mind that he, like, died and how he died. I thought that was also, like, fine. Yeah, so now the two of them are, like, damn. So we have, like, an epilogue, but we also have, like, kind of like a 5 years later.
Okay, but
we have two things.
Yeah, but, like, okay, hold on. Well, also, like, they have to, like, now fix everything.
Right.
Essentially, right? So, I think it comes out... Okay, so, essentially, the queen from Isram is like, hey, I know what he did, but I don't blame you, Peyton, but if you ever try to cross me, you're dead.
Which is fine.
Okay, tied up that loose end. Amazing. But now, like, they have this whole kingdom. So, obviously, long story short, Kai and Peyton... they make up, like, some story to, like,
but, like,
sully what happened.
But also, like, save Kit's name.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Because they both, you know, they don't blame him because they're saying that whatever when he injected the plague, like, that's why he was like, that's not the kid that they knew.
Which I think is fine.
Which was sweet. Okay, lovely. But this is what I did not understand was that when Kai proposes to Peyton, he uses Kit's wedding band from Peyton and Kit's wedding.
So that weird.
So that becomes her wedding band, but she doesn't wear it on her ring finger. She wears it on her other thumb. Like, so she's got, like, her dad's ring on one finger, Kit's ring on the other, but that's her wedding ring, and they have, like, a small, intimate gathering for the wedding. Okay, amazing, love that. And then we get...
Their little intimate wedding was fine.
That was fine, whatever. And then we get 5 years later, this really fucking pissed me off, because you know how I feel. It's always, you always have to fucking throw the kid in. Why? Why does there always have to be a fucking kid trope? Why?
They also named their kid Kit.
Yes! What the frick? And they're, like, running through a field, and he's like, where's Kit?
But the kid looks like Adina.
Yeah. And then we get a chapter from Kit's point of view of when he's dead.
Talking to Adina and Mac.
That's what you thought as well, right?
Yeah, it is. The 2 stars.
We'll keep you company until your family comes, or whatever the fuck they said.
Okay. So.
Corny! That was corny.
Okay, so I feel as though you're getting our vibe. And, like, how we're just explaining this probably in the worst fucking
way possible.
Yeah. We are clearly over it.
I don't know. And to be honest, I haven't heard anything about this book. From anywhere, anyone only talks about Powerless.
Same. Okay, so here's my thing. Let me go overall thoughts now and revive.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm being a hater, and we're just, like, yelling and whatever.
I really get wrapped up in that haterade real quick.
Same. I actually don't mind how this book ended. Like, I think
I'm just happy it ended.
Yeah. I think Kai being the 3rd challenge, I think, like, Kit's overall the big plot.
Yeah, whatever.
How it all tied up actually was done, like, fine and it, like, made sense.
Overall, yeah. The nitty-gritties, obviously, we could sit and fucking pick them apart all day,
right. But also, I'm happy she ends up with Kai. Like, that was, like, the overall, like, it was their love story. Mm-hmm. Like, I like that vibe. So I actually, like, didn't mind this book as much. So, for example, like, talking about it, I feel like it's almost, like, infuriating.
Yes.
Also, I feel like in a sense
But the reading experience wasn't that infuriating.
Correct. And again,
it was just kind of meh.
That's also going off the point of, like, now we're reading The Hunger Games, so we'll talk about that next week, but I think, like, reading a good young adult series, like, I'm like, now to go back and talk about this, I'm like, ew, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I actually gave this book 4 stars because I felt like it read quicker for me than, like, book 2 kind of thing, and also, like, I liked how she, like, tied up all the loose ends, yada yada. Like, I thought it was, like, fine and well done. Mm-hmm. Probably realistically it's probably 3 stars, so I'll probably go back and change it. But I do think she did a fine job of it. Like, I don't think it was bad, like, objectively. No. I just think we're just, like, over it.
I would never say, like, I will always say don't ever read Colleen Hoover.
Right.
But I won't say don't ever read Lauren Roberts. I won't say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's levels to my hate. And this is mild.
Right. So, like, yeah, how do you feel? Like, obviously, again, I think talking about it, we're coming off way more, like, passionately hating than we actually are. So how do you feel, like, compared to the rest of the series? How do you feel about the series overall? Like,
I just felt like she had a lot of room to do a lot of things, and she didn't.
Okay.
But whatever. It's not a high fantasy book.
Also,
I think... adult. I think if you're 15, you're gonna fucking eat this up.
Right. And I also
leave
think...
no crumbs.
I also think this, like, followed suit, whether I give this book 4 stars, go back, change to 3, whatever the case is. I think, again, this book and this series is a mid-level 3-star. It's fine. If you're younger, you'll probably really like it.
So, yeah, just extremely mid.
Okay. So now I'm going to not burst your bubble, but I feel like I'm going to shock you.
Oh.
Okay, so you don't read the author's note at the end, ever.
I read, well, so since you were like, oh, after reading the author's note, I understand why the book was this way.
Uh-huh.
So I just skimmed, like, the first page of the author's note where she explains why she ended the book the way that she did.
Okay, but did you read, or maybe, I don't know if it was in my book or if I did that online, did you catch/read her age? Or no?
So she had this story since she was young, right? Or something?
Well, this book, like, she was writing this book, like, this book, when she finished it, like, ready for publication, she was 21. So this is making me feel like she's 22. I looked up, she's 23 right now. So this makes so much more sense, I feel. Like,
she's 23?
Yeah. I think they said she finished this draft when she was 21. So, like, yeah, of course it's fucking like this.
Makes sense. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lauren.
Dude.
I'll give it to ya.
Born October... Hold on. Yeah, born October 25th, 2002.
Oh my god.
So she's 22.
That's literally insane.
She's about to be 23.
That's crazy.
So,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
so she finished this. Like not that it was written when she was younger. No, she is younger.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
So when she wrote Powerless, like, they're 18 years old. Like, she's actually writing it from, like, an 18-year-old perspective.
And of course, like, that's how she's fucking in her Tumblr era still.
Yeah.
This fucking child. So, like, good for her.
Wow. That's crazy.
So I feel like an asshole, but I'm also, like, I felt almost better about it in that, like, actual lens.
Okay, so this is, like, her debut.
Yeah.
So maybe, 5 years from now she'll write another series and it'll be better.
She is a young adult.
Yeah, she's little. Wow.
So, yeah.
Alright, we'll give you the pass, Lauren.
So that's why I feel like this book, again, for me, and, like, the plot points, like, the creativity, I kind of, like, gave it 4 stars for, like, that. Probably, I think I rated it after finding out her age. But, again, I think for me, this series genuinely is, like, a 3-star series. Again, I'm not hating it. I'm not gonna, like, tell my friends, like, oh my god, you have to read this.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, it's probably, like, a nice, like, fall, winter, cozy time read. Like, passes the time.
I feel like if there's, like, nothing really pressing that you want to read, then read that.
Agreed.
Like, it's definitely just filler.
Yeah, like, it's not groundbreaking.
Like,
it's a good story. Like, there's, like, plot twists, surprises. Like, it was, like, good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so now you know.
Makes sense.
And I also respect, like I said, like, I think in the author's note as well, she was writing, like, like, this is, like, Kai and Peyton's love story. Like, and, like, how they got to where they're going kind of thing. So, I like that overall vibe.
Yeah, because I read it because it was just like, oh, like, I wrote this so, like, younger me would, like, in honor of younger me, or whatever she had.
Like, younger? Like, damn, bitch, what, your 10-year-old self? What the fuck? So, yeah, so I will say, as much as we were, like, explaining this and, like, their kerfuffle and clusterfuck of, like, Caleb, this, that, who's having an affair, like, all this stuff, and, like, kind of ranting for the episode, I think, again, it's more so now just, like, talking about it. It's, like, a little annoying, but reading it was fine.
Yeah.
So I think we both agree.
Yes.
And like I said, I gave it 4, debating on 3, but it's, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I just gave it 3. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, all in all, Lauren Roberts, halfway decent.
Yeah.
You're mid. Is she from the Midwest? This book belongs in the Midwest.
I don't know where she's in from. But yeah, I just, that changed. I got it. That made it, I feel like, better for me.
I'm not as mad now.
Right?
Because, like, if this woman, I was thinking, like, Lauren Roberts probably at least 35.
Yeah, like 40.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're that old and you wrote that? But, like, you're 21 and you wrote that? Okay.
She didn't even graduate college yet, this bitch. Like, she didn't get, like, a fucking, like degree in literature or English. Yeah. She's, like, fucking just vibing.
Well, I think she, like, self-published, I think, the first one, and then it blew up on TikTok, so that's why.
Yeah, she was like, what the fuck?
Maybe she never, I don't know, we don't have to fucking...
But still.
Yeah, but, yeah.
Goddamn.
Good for you.
Right.
She's probably making millions now.
She's doing better than we are.
Yeah. Fucking probably shaking her ass on a yacht somewhere in the Maldives or something.
Right. We're hating. We're hating, and here we are.
We're hating with no money in little New Jersey.
Yeah.
In the armpit of the United States.
Yep, and here we are. So, actually, fuck us.
Yeah, so actually, Lauren, you're doing it right, and we're doing it wrong.
Yep. So,
anyways.
Those are our thoughts on this book. So now I will say, I think, again, just after you listening to this whole disaster of an episode and us talking about it. I will also say, I think, as we've mentioned all the previous weeks, this was like kind of our appetizer into the Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. We're going into that series next. So we're in the middle of reading that and kind of our coverage on that. I think now to go back and talk about Powerless in this series, it's like...
night and day.
Yeah, it's harder because the Hunger Games is great, objectively. Mm-hmm.
You're like comparing like apples and oranges.
Right. We also went back and forth with how to cover it. I don't know if we agree. I don't know if we disagree.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we even doing?
I don't know if we care. Like, I don't know. So basically...
we just want to read it to know what's going on.
Yeah. So we were debating doing it in chronological order of, like, the timeline of the story or publication order. I think what, like, not struck me, but my one coworker, I was talking to her about it, and she was like, well, in theory, like, obviously you read it in publication order because that's how they came out. So, like, why don't you do it chronological and, like, change it up for yourself? Because I haven't read them since, not they came out, but, like, it's been years.
Yeah, I haven't read them.
So I kind of was like, maybe we'll do chronological just for funsies. I
mean, okay, so my only thing was that I've spoken to a few people and they're like, there's a lot of things in the main trilogy, especially in Catching Fire, that, like, if you haven't, like, read the series in a while, like, you might want to, because some of those things make an appearance again in Sunrise, and then it adds, like, a punch.
But then But then I'm also wondering, like, if I read Sunrise first, and that's fresh in my head, and then I continue on.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
If you're just picking up Sunrise as, like, oh, it's a new book, let me read it, fine. But it's like...
but no one's doing that, though.
Well, right. I mean, some people did, but, like...
I guess, yeah.
I'm also like, does it pack a punch the other way as well?
I felt like it wasn't that big of a deal when Songbirds and Snakes came out.
Agreed, but I think, which we'll talk about, apparently people said there's, like, a lot of, like, underlying, like, these books are for sure geared toward the political tone of, like, what's going on now. Mm-hmm. So I'm, like, really interested. In general, I just felt like for me, because I had read Songbirds before this, I wanted to start with that because I was like, I liked knowing his story going into the trilogy. Mm-hmm. Like, that was fun to, like, see why he is the way he is.
Yeah, but then I also enjoyed, you know, when Songbirds came out...
the opposite.
2 years ago, the opposite. Like, knowing the main story, obviously, I don't remember every little thing, but... and then to read that book and be like, huh, okay.
I honestly feel like why we're probably struggling is because there isn't... I think both are fine.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong.
I almost wanted to, like... my thought of doing it... I feel like, in general, we're kind of, like... I want to do it chronological. Not that I want to, I'm leaning toward that, and you're, like, leaning toward publication. I feel like I almost wanted to, like, put off the Hunger Games because I want... like, I'm excited for that nostalgia. Like, I'm almost, like, building up to it.
Yeah. Well, I think... either way we do the coverage, I'm gonna try to just fucking run the trilogy and then read Sunrise before we record.
Right.
Just because I just know myself and I think that's the way I want to read them.
Right. As we talked about too.
But if you do it the opposite, so like if you read Sunrise after Songbirds and then go into the trilogy, like I think that would be interesting
to like
to talk about.
Ooh, okay. So maybe we could do that.
You know what I mean? Because we're both coming... I mean, obviously we both have the background knowledge. You know,
right.
We both know everything except what the fuck is Sunrise.
Yeah, we both have not read Sunrise.
Yeah, but we both have read the trilogy and Songbirds and Snakes previously.
Right.
So this is all a reread for us except for Sunrise.
So maybe we'll do that. So Hallie's objectively a faster reader than I am. So maybe we'll publish chronologically, but then we'll discuss like how we're doing different reads in general.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting.
Exactly.
Because it's not like if you're referencing stuff in our Sunrise episode from the Hunger Games, I'm like, oh, no, because I've read it.
Exactly.
Okay, I like this.
So it's not like scandalous.
No, it's like fine, cool. I didn't remember that detail because I haven't read it yet.
Exactly.
You know? Okay, so we might be like playing around with this. This will be like a fun little experiment. So basically, long story short, either way we're starting with A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes next week.
Mm-hmm. So that will be the next.
And then we'll kind of have a better idea of exactly what we're doing, and we will lay that out as we get to it, all that fun stuff for you guys. So I think, again, talking about Powerless series, we're just so hyped for Hunger Games, and it really was an appetizer. And now, like, being in that world again, I'm like, oh, like, this is, like, good fucking writing.
Yeah.
So, just to talk about this was, like, meh, but, like, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's worth it. If you're like, I have nothing going on, I have no, like, TBRs right now.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go for it.
If you want, like, an easy read.
If you like series.
Yeah. Fantasy's your thing. Romantasy. It's great.
Fine. Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
So would you say... Well, I know what you would say.
What?
I was going to say, would you recommend Powerless over Red Queen?
Yes.
But you've answered that before in prior episodes, so... That was...
And it's like, I think also, like, I like it because the writing, again, we've discussed how we feel about it.
Yeah.
It's also shorter of a series. Like, I feel like Red Queen was like, I'm not enjoying it enough to commit to, like, 7 books, or whatever the fuck it was. This is 3 books, a little novella. Maybe it was 6 books, whatever it was, but it was, like, too much.
Yeah, but I think 2 or 3 of them are novellas.
But, like, still.
At least 2 of them are novellas.
I just like this one for, like, the amount I was enjoying it. Like, 3 was my max. Like, I'm done. Thank you.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, like, that was too many. I think I stopped at book 3. You know what I'm saying?
Too many. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I think I stopped at book 3 for Red Queen because, again, if it was the last book and I had to, like, hustle through it, fine.
Yeah.
But then, like, 2, I was like, no.
Yeah.
That was my only thing I have...
Well, you would never get through the Shatter Me series by...
do not finish.
Haramafi.
Yeah, yeah.
That's, like, 8 books. And then she just came out with the last one, literally, like, 8 years after the final book.
Wow.
So I don't even know if I'm
depends on if I enjoy it or not, you know what I'm saying? But for this, I feel like...
I don't think you'll like it.
The amount that I enjoyed these books, Powerless, 3 books was good.
Yeah, it should not be more.
Done deal, love it. Read it if you want. If you don't, I'm not offended.
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
Let us know how you guys felt about it, because I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah, especially because I haven't, like, really heard anything.
Right, good or bad.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
Yeah, seriously.
Alright. Well, so we'll see you guys next week. We're starting our Hunger Games deep dive, same kind of vibe. We're going to do 2 episodes per book, deep dive, having maybe weird conversations if we're reading in different orders. It'll be fun. So, yay.
So exciting.
Okay.
So join us next week for that.
We're in the long haul now for that.
Exactly.
Alright.
Okay, bye!
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.